We are starting the recording now.
It sees Jason Wagner's thing.
Yep.
Jason stole.
All right. Would anyone like to explain to me how we convert point 66666 going on forever to a fraction?
Timesing it by so times it by 10 and
Mm-hmm.
do like times 10. Wait, 10 times 0.6 with a line. 6.6. No, minus 0.6.
Yep. So you want to do this?
I'm too fast. I'm too speedy. 6.6 then minus 0.6 equals 6.
Okay.
So the first one equals 6.6.
Yeah. So I would suggest you write this second line, not so that you don't get confused.
Okay, and then that equals 6.6, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Take away 0.6. And all the 6 cancel out, so it equals 6.
And then 6 over 9 is...
And then 9 times 0.6 equals 6 over 9.
Yep. So I've got 10 of them minus 1 of them, which gives me...
No.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, 10 minus 1 gives me 9 of them in total.
So 9 times 0.6 equals 6 over 9, which then equals 2 over 3.
Great.
Because 9 gives us a whole.
So now if I divide both sides by 9, I get that. And 6 on 9 is the same as 2/3. All right. So really, what I'm really hoping that what you'll take away from these two lessons is how to do this. Okay. The other two exercises are more difficult, but if you can do the first one, that's awesome.
Woo!
All right. Someone from this table now. 0.18. What's the idea? Times by 100. All right, Jade. So if I times it by 100, what do I get?
You get 18.
Yep. Okay. What next, Jade?
And then you take 0.18.
Yep. So you want to take 100 of it minus one of them. Girls, if I could just have you listening, please. Take it away. What happens now? So we 18 on the right hand side and on the left.
99.
If I stop cracking the knuckles, you would twitch it. Now you're making it easy. Mary! You got that out. You were very silly.
So maybe if you stop, that'll be great. All right. What's the fraction?
18.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking here. Which is 2 over
11.
Great. Okay. So first two were pretty good, and then we had some lively discussion about the third one.
Which I got right. And I didn't because I'm mad. And I got right.
So, I hope that as you grow older, you will understand that the answer is actually not the most important thing in maths. It's how we actually get. It's actually how we get to the answer. So, can you write working out that's going to convince other people that what you're doing actually makes sense? So, most of you had the right idea to start off with. So, we know this is the number that we want to find. And we can split it into two decimals. One which doesn't go on forever, and then the second one which does go on forever. Okay.
We have to times that by 1 over. Actually, no.
Yes,
You
times it by 1 over 100 once you get them into fractions. To get them into fractions. Yeah. No, they have to be in fractions and then you times it to be the same.
Okay, so now we have to do 3.
Okay. So can I just draw your attention to this part? I've moved the decimal points 2 times here.
Yeah.
So that's right. 1 over 100.
But now we can't help with the question.
Okay,
Yes, you
so,
can.
now you have to do 8 over 100 Plus 3 over 9.
So remember, 0.333 recurring is just the same as 0.3 with the line on top times 100. And if you look carefully here, we've got two things that we can convert to fractions. What's the first one as a fraction?
0.08 over 100.
All right.
Plus 3 over 900.
So if you only have one digit recurring, it's a fraction out of 9. Okay. So the first example and the first exercise was meant to sort of show you that.
If you have 2 digits recurring, it's 99. If you have 3, it's 999.
Exactly.
4, it's 9,900.
Okay. So now we just need to simplify this expression to get a single fraction, and we're done. So now this is something I could give to everyone in your year 8 class to do. Yeah.
And then 3 over 5,
which equals 75 over 9.
Okay.
Equals 1 over 12. Equals 0.0. Yes,
Yeah. So it is 1 over 12. But do we know that 75 times 12 equals 900 off the top of our head?
Yes.
I don't. Maybe you do. Can we sort of do an intermediate calculation so that we can be fully convinced?
What do you mean? Divide it.
What was that, Xavier? Divide by 5. Okay. Okay. So if you divide by 5, you get that. If you divide by 5 again, you get that. 3 on 36, and then 1 on 12. Okay. Or if you just happen to know your 75 times tables, that's fine as well. Okay. All right, and just check that if you put 1 on 12 into your scientific calculator, that you do get 0.0833333. You can check that. It's also on the front page of the sheet as well.
You should do a shout out to Mom. 3 minutes left, by the way. You should do a shout out to Mom.
And to conclude, a special shout out to my Year 8 extension group.
Shout out to Mom.